are acting as political vendetta. If political vendetta it is, to prove that you don't unleash your own police to say, come on, I investigate you. You stand before it and say, sorry, this is political vendetta because A, B, C. Absolute prima facie evidence on gold smuggling, prima facie evidence in drug peddling, prima facie evidence in dollar smuggling, and not on the day of model code of conduct, but several months before that onwards the investigation is going on. You all know it. And at what level? At the level of a top officer who sits in the CM's office itself. So what is this vendetta business? If you're clean, prove it. If you're not, then say, sorry, this is absolutely wrong. That's the way to go about it. The person who unleashes his own investigative or state police officers is the one who's frightened of facing the law. The one who's frightened and one who therefore retaliates in not the lawful way, but to show that, look, I will frighten you. But no fright, please. In fact, I understood that in Malayalam there is an expression, and I've been using this extensively. Pishachi Bhadrakali. That's what is happening. Doesn't matter. Investigations will go on. Investigations have happened from before. It has no political connotations. If smuggling has happened and red-handed, people have been caught, and such people who have had patronage from the CM's office earlier, graceful way and more dignified way would be to face the law, rather than say, oh, now look, I will send the judicial. What are you trying to prove? And who's afraid of this? Leftist Marxists are known for these kind of gimmicks. There was a time when Marxists were respected for their simplicity, for their ideological commitment, for their down-to-earth connect with people. Today they are in a different world altogether. It might be a good time of reckoning for the Communist Party in Kerala.
Madam, this is an election time. Sure, you have to address the issue of hiking petrol price.
Now, I think on the hike in petrol price, enough was said. Petrol price is one thing. Over and above that is the refining cost. Over and above this, taxation by center, which is a fixed amount. Taxation by states, which is an ad valorem, which increases with every increase in the price of the petrol or any of those crude products. So taxation is not just a central matter. Taxation on fuel is a matter in which both the center and the states have taxation levied on the product. Eventually, all of us are talking about the end consumer who ends up paying more. And therefore, both the taxing groups, the center and states, will have to talk about it. I've said this several times, and I repeat it now.
Will the center promise anything from its behalf on reducing this burden on the end consumer?
No, 1 minute. Why is that question only to the center? Considering the fact that the center has a fixed amount, it doesn't vary, it's not an ad valorem. And that fixed amount is shared between center and the states as per the devolution formula given by the Finance Commission. So even if I collect 100 rupees, you know the proportion which goes off to the states as well. So that is why, without me getting into this, why shouldn't they? I'm not getting into that. The question is end product taxation. To what extent can be done? Is that question which has to be under the consideration for center and states. So it's a very quick one, and don't mind me saying this, it's a lazy question. Oh, then, central government, you reduce, set an example, states will do what they want. Setting an example is all right, an easy question to be thrown at my face. But I put the crux of the matter before you. And that's the matter which all of us will have to apply our mind to see what is it about fuel, where both the states and center do have a component. That's the question which all of us will have to think about.